And do it.
Is it on?
Yeah.
Alright. What am I gonna say? Can you hear me?
Yeah.
Did you tag me in this video?
I did. All right.
Hi.
There you go. The mother's on.
Hey, Mom. Hold on, I have to mute you.
All right. Let's do this.
Let's do this.
All right, guys. Welcome to another episode of Hard Work, Bad Decisions. My name is Gilbert Smith, and the co-host is...
Rachel Michelle Jones. I was reading what Dennis said. Jackie says, "Oh, look at them, they're stepping it up."
Okay.
Sorry.
It's all good. Guys, today is our Valentine's Day special. We got some cool topics to talk about and things we're gonna hit, right?
Valentine's Day is right around the corner. We've got what, like 3 days?
Yeah, 3 days.
Yeah. Jeez.
So hopefully this helps some of y'all that need some direction and whatnot. But before we get to that, we're gonna talk about some other things.
First of all, I just wanted to thank all of our new subscribers. Those numbers are skyrocketing on our YouTube channel, and we can't tell you how much we appreciate it. So thank you to every single person who took the time to subscribe to our channel, Hardwork, Bad Decisions on YouTube.
Yeah.
And for those of you who haven't done it yet, it only takes a few seconds. Just look us up on YouTube.
Yeah.
I think there's going to be a link on this, right?
Yeah. So this is our fourth.
Subscribe.
Yeah. So this is our 14th episode, and we're gonna have a lot of you taking them off?
It's time.
She's taking off my cuffs. Okay, well then go ahead and take it off.
Yeah.
They threw me off.
I need to take those ones off.
Okay.
Those ones are okay.
Oh,
Leave those on for
okay. So guys, so basically what's happened is today I had a really tough grappling session on Fort Carson, and we had a couple black belts and purple belts, and it was all over the place, and my neck got cranked a little bit. So my beautiful girlfriend, being a massage therapist, a licensed massage therapist, and a certified cupping therapist, and that's what it's called, she's cupping my neck to help with some blood flow.
That's what I do. Anytime he complains about something, I just throw a few cups on it.
Okay.
And,
yeah, true.
Bada bing, bada bing.
Yeah, true story. So, yes, go to the YouTube page, like it, subscribe to it. We got some prior episodes that I definitely think you would enjoy. But real quick, I want to give a shout out to two fighters who fought last night for Victory MMA and Hustle Hard Boxing, Ernest and Corey. Unfortunately, both those guys did not come out with the win, but they show a lot of heart. And I tell my guys all the time, you either win or learn. And a loss doesn't define you, but it can refine you.
Yeah, they really went out there and put in work. I was fortunate enough to get to see them both fight, and it's amazing how hard these guys work. They just seeing them train every day in the gym, and then to just have their moment in the ring it's really cool to see someone pursuing their passion like that.
You said,
you should take off your hat. You are lost in the shade there.
I guess you're maybe right. Yeah. Victory.
Thanks, Mom. You
right.
put that on the table so you can still promote.
Yeah.
Hustle Hard Boxing.
Always marketing. But also, I really felt like Ernest got robbed in his fight, and Corey, he went out like a champion, like a soldier, and he actually retired. And I think maybe last night was going to be his last fight. But I'm so proud to have the opportunity to be in his corner, throughout some of his fights in his career. He took it out another one. I didn't take this one off too.
Well, it's time. I can't leave this on for too long. How do you feel? Well, you gotta let the.
Wait. Go ahead and do something with that then. Yeah, go ahead and yeah.
Anyways, congratulations again, guys. Way to work last night. Represent the gym.
Yeah. So okay. Well, talking about fights and things like that, let's talk about you a little bit and your weight loss results. And
my resolution.
Yeah. How's that going with your weight loss?
Yeah, I wanted to point out that I read something recently that said people give up on their New Year's resolutions within the first week of February. That's usually like the fall off date.
Have you given up yet?
I haven't.
That's good. I
am down 10 pounds now.
Oh man, I forgot to start this thing.
10 pounds.
You are down 10 pounds.
I am down 10 pounds.
10 human pounds.
10. I've reached double digits.
That's like a baby. That's like a big baby. That's like
a fat baby.
That's like a huge baby.
Yes.
You just give birth to.
Yeah.
A baby and some placenta and other stuff that comes out with that.
Yeah. Pretty much.
Yeah.
Kind of, yeah, just like that.
And I'm not going to lie. Just like I said last week, I've been noticing. You've been walking past me sometimes, and I'm like, yeah, babe.
Catch your eye?
Yeah, you've been catching my eye. I see you in the gym. You know, the fact is, I love the fact that we work out together, we train together. You know, relationship goals.
I love that too.
All right, so let's talk about it, guys. Valentine's Day.
Valentine's Day.
Valentine's Day.
Actually, before we get into Valentine's Day,
go ahead.
I actually wanted to answer a question that I was asked recently.
Mm-hmm.
I promised I would answer it on the podcast. Patty asked me...
Patty, what up?
What's up, Patty? One of our viewers. Patty asked me this podcast that we do together, how it has affected our relationship, if it's like brought us closer, if it's made things so much harder, terrible, if it's tearing us apart, what has it done for our relationship? What do you think?
I'll tell you my side of it.
I'd love to hear your side of it.
Honestly, I love the fact that we do this podcast. We are like so creative together. We shoot ideas off each other. And like, you know, the fact that we're always so busy. You got so much going on with your life. I have a lot going on with my life. But every Sunday, we come together and we do something super creative, super fun. We share it with the world. Like, I think it has brought us closer together. If you ask me.
You know, I have to agree with that. I think it's really brought us closer together. It's allowed me to see your creative minds.
Hold on. Why all the time people always say, you look great, Rachel. Good job, Rachel. Like, as if I'm not sitting here. Like,
because I lost 10 pounds. That's what they're saying. Yes.
True. I'm sorry.
You guys see that ego in full effect? Do you see that? Somebody compliment him, please.
Yes.
He needs it.
Tell me
how he looks good.
Yes.
Tell him his glutes and his abs are so great that everyone's jealous.
Oh, yeah. Speaking of that, I called those with the best prank ever. And thankfully, he's a good sport about it. But what happened was, I was recording him rapping Ernest Hanks. So I had his phone, okay? And I was like, you know what? I'm going to get him. And it was a pretty good prank. So go to Charlie Hustle Ibero page and check out what I wrote. It's kind of funny.
I just want to say thank you to everyone who was giving me a shout out for my weight loss, for my 10 pounds. Dennis said, your abs make my teeth sweat.
What? Dennis, I seriously worry about you.
That is the funniest thing I've ever heard. Do you feel better now? You got your compliment?
Yeah. Well, it's kind of weird, but I take it, I guess.
Take what you can get.
I take what I can get.
You gotta take what you can get.
Okay, all right. So, Patty, thank you for the question.
Yeah, and I definitely think it's definitely brought us closer together. He's more of the type that's like, I have an idea, so let's just do it. And I'm the type of person that's like, okay, well, how are we going to do it? She makes us... Let's put a little bit of thought, preparation into what we're doing before we do it.
Yeah.
And we balance each other out really well, because without his ambition of, come on, let's just make it happen, I tend to plan too much and spend too much time planning and trying to get things perfect before I actually take action. Yeah. And he's the type of person that will just jump into anything and figure it out on the way, which is... You
definitely make it better because we plan things and we strategize to come up with a better structure, and you can tell, like, because of, you know, what you bring to the table, it definitely helps out this whole podcast thing. But yeah, I'm gonna give a couple quick shout outs real quick. My mother, she's telling me that I'm handsome. Thanks, Mom. I appreciate it. You know,
I agree.
People always say I have a face that only a mother can love. and then it's kind of funny because then your mom gave my mom a birthday shout out, happy birthday shout out. So that's pretty cool. Thanks, Linda.
Happy birthday.
Yeah, happy birthday to my mother. My mother's birthday was February 9th. So she is beautifully 54 years old and proud of it. I made a joke one day. I said to her, you are 24 years old. She's like, no, I'm 54 and I'm proud of it. I was like, you go, girl.
Yes, I love that attitude.
Yeah.
I love it.
All right. So let's jump into the Valentine's Day.
Let's talk about Valentine's Day.
Okay.
What are your thoughts on this amazing holiday?
Well, Valentine's Day is like a lot of pressure on the guy. It's like we got to make it happen. If I don't think there's a lot of pressure on females. Like,
no?
If there was a bad Valentine's Day, it was because, the guy did not remember. He didn't go above and beyond. He did the same old, whatever the case may be. So I think that needs to change a little bit. And I have some tips for y'all females and some cool gifts you could get your man. We can talk about it later.
Okay, so I agree. It seems to lean more towards a women holiday.
Yeah.
But it's a Hallmark holiday. The holiday was invented just to sell cards and stuff.
Yeah.
So and
make
and
money.
that to make money. That's the purpose. I like the opportunity of celebrating your loved ones, though.
Yeah.
So for that reason, I'm on board for Valentine's Day.
Yeah.
But up until this year, for me, Valentine's Day has been also known as Singles Awareness Day, which I'm sure you've heard. That's like a thing.
Single Awareness Day, so I'll let you know that you're single.
Yes, to make people feel bad about themselves for not having a Valentine and feel lonely. It's been at least 10 years since I've had a Valentine on Valentine's Day.
What?
Yeah.
Are you serious?
It's been at least 10 years. I mean, I've dated over the last 10 years, but it just conveniently never fell on Valentine's Day.
So, hold on. I'm not trying to call you out.
I don't even know how to do this.
Yeah, I'm not trying to call you out. You brought it up, so we can talk about it. That's what we do. We talk about it. Let's talk about it. So you telling me, for the last 10 years, for one reason or another, you were single on Valentine's Day?
Yes.
Wow. Okay.
Yes, I've been single on Valentine's Day, and
I'm gonna break that curse. I'm gonna break that curse because you are not gonna break up with me in the next 2 days.
We'll see about that.
Yeah.
Do anything stupid in the next 3 days.
Yeah.
I'll do anything stupid for 3 days. But I've had all of the emotions. Your mom wanted to point out that she is 55 now, not 54. So.
Oh, okay, she corrected. So I was trying to make you a little bit younger, but I guess that didn't work out. So congratulations for hitting 55. She is proud of
that extra year. She is proud, and she wanted to let you know.
Yeah, and Mary Bell, thank you for watching this. I appreciate it. I know this is your first time, but hopefully you will continue to keep watching it. We keep coming up with different ideas. But
yes,
thanks.
Thank you for all the new viewers. We really appreciate it. And I did not give you that 10 pounds. I don't know what 10 pounds you picked up, but they weren't mine. I would never do that to you.
To my mother.
So as far as being single on Valentine's Day, I wanted to give you guys some tips for surviving Valentine's Day if you're single.
Mm-hmm.
And because, like I said, I've done it all. I've been bitter and angry at the day, and then I've done where I've tried to just ignore the day and pretend it didn't exist. And I mean, it can be a hard time when you're single every single year and you're watching the couples who are happy on movies.
Single. Wait, no,
on movies.
Yeah, well, I would say something a little bit different because, for a guy that's single on Valentine's Day, guys tend to want to be single on Valentine's Day.
So they don't have to buy anything?
Yeah, you don't have to save money, save energy. Like, they'll break up the girl a week before Valentine's Day.
That's so messed up.
Yeah, hey, it's a strategy.
Well, I want to tell you, if you are someone who wants to celebrate the holiday, just celebrate the holiday. Do it your way. It's supposed to be a day for love, right? So do some of the things that you love. I've done the incline on Valentine's Day, made it a great day. I think I threw a singles awareness party once.
Oh, Jesus. Well, what Patty said that she would be at the gym in love with the treadmill on Valentine's Day.
Yes, exactly. Do something for yourself, something that you love. Be with the people that you love. We've all got friends, we've got family, if you want to celebrate the day. But one thing
or hit up Tinder. I'm just saying.
Actually,
I would say hit up Tinder.
I mean, that probably is a good idea if you're trying to survive.
Also, is it okay to go out with a guy friend who's just strictly platonic on Valentine's Day? Just let's just go out. He's single, you single, strictly platonic.
Absolutely, I think it is. Especially if you're just wanting to celebrate the day and be with someone that you care about and maybe go have a nice meal together and get dressed up. And
at least it's being the presence of a guy.
I think that's
or a girl, whatever.
I think that's a good idea too.
Okay.
But one of the biggest downfalls, I think, for Valentine's Day, whether you're single or in a relationship, is putting expectations on Valentine's Day. That is going to kill your Valentine's Day.
Expectations like
putting,
what?
Putting expectations. Like when you're single, and we do this all the time when we're singles, we have this picture in our head of how our Valentine's Day would be. And it's that expectation that makes us feel so lonely and so deprived.
Yeah.
But I've talked to so many of my friends who are in relationships, and they didn't have some glamorous, amazing, magical movie Valentine's Day.
Yeah.
But for some reason, in my head, I would always think, well, if only I had a boyfriend, I would be doing this. And, if somebody loved me, if anybody cared about me. And we make it so much harder on ourselves than we need to. So if you are single, just kill the expectations. And if you're in a relationship, I think that could be really problematic too.
Well, yeah, because there's always so much pressure. I mean, because with the media and with businesses and the way things are marketed, they're trying to make Valentine's bigger than what it needs to be. Because I mean, a simple dinner with the person you love and just having a great conversation could be enough. But no, you got to go get them a diamond. You got to go get them something super expensive or take them on a trip.
Exactly, and if you're expecting that bouquet of flowers to be delivered to your work, and instead it came to your home, and now you feel like he fell short, and it takes away from the nice gesture that he did.
Yeah.
And it's not because he did anything wrong. It's just because you put those expectations on how the day should go, and you expected him to read your mind. Ladies, don't expect him to read your mind. If there is something you really want, you can communicate it to him. That's the only way he's gonna know.
Well,
or just be grateful for whatever you get.
Well, yeah. Well, I'm gonna speak for the guys. I'm gonna speak for the homies. Listen, guys, I get it. You love your woman every day of the year. That makes sense. I get that. And Valentine's Day, I know it's super commercial and big business and whatever. Do it. Go out there, make your woman feel special for that day. And it doesn't even, it doesn't have to be super expensive, but you can be creative. You could be something that's, make her breakfast, give her a massage.
Ooh, that seems so nice.
Yeah.
Let her win an argument.
Let her win an argument. Don't do that.
Just for one day.
Don't let your woman win an argument.
Let her win all the arguments.
No, don't.
For one day. Just say,
homie.
Oh, you were right.
See,
you know so much more than me. I'm so glad you came along into my life.
If you do that,
saved
you're gonna set
from myself.
You're gonna set
I'm
the precedence.
imbecile without you.
She's gonna think she's always right and you always wrong.
Just for one
Bruh,
day.
stand up, fight the power. I'm just saying. But seriously, go do something for your woman, okay? Make her feel like you care about her, because at the end of the day, nobody's keeping the scorecard technically, but she is watching out. If you don't do anything, it's gonna make her feel like she's not that special. So it's not a big deal, but do something.
I think one other important thing when it comes to celebrating Valentine's Day with couples is communication and having that conversation. How do you feel about Valentine's Day? There are plenty of people, they don't believe in the holiday. They don't believe in spending money. They don't believe in whatever their feelings are on it. You should know how the person that you're with feels about it, and they should know how you feel about it. And
you're right, because if your woman don't like flowers, but you go out and get her, 36 red roses, which is how flowers she ate the most, then it's not going to work out.
Right, she's allergic to flowers, and you got her a big bouquet of flowers.
Yeah.
And now, she's trying to kill her with flowers, and you're trying to be nice.
Yeah.
No, you should talk about it and kind of decide if you guys are going to do gifts. Don't do one of those things where, you promise you're not going to get anything, and then you get something. The person doesn't have the opportunity to get something, and now they look like the asshole because they don't have anything for you.
Yeah, that is the trickery, man.
I hate when people do that.
I don't really celebrate this holiday, and I'm not going to get you something, and then they went out and got you something, and now you're looking like the complete fool of somebody who don't really care. Yeah, that's tough.
Yeah,
that's tough.
Yeah, you just got to communicate. So we're talking about gifts. I think a lot of women want to know what men want and what is a suitable gift, anyways, for Valentine's Day.
Yeah, well, I came up with a list. I went online. I looked at some different articles and whatnot, and here's some cool gifts, things that I think make sense, and things that I think is going to be pretty cool. But so here are my top 5 gifts for a woman to get her man.
Top 5.
Top 5. Okay, and really, there's no particular order until the last one. But I'm gonna go with I'm gonna start out with a nice watch. A nice watch. Now, not true, it doesn't have to be super expensive, and it doesn't have to be super fancy. If you know your guy is not a fancy guy, maybe he want a watch that could do, you know, and have apps on it, it could do different things.
Like a Fitbit.
Either like a Fitbit, or like one of those iPhone watches or Samsung watches, something that they could do a lot of different creative things. You know, guys love technology.
Right.
Guys love technology, and a nice watch that has some technology could be really cool. Or if you know your guy's a little bit fancy, and he wants a nice good watch, maybe you save up and get him a nice good watch. Why not?
Or isn't there somewhere you can go and buy watches on the corner and it looks just like a Rolex and it only costs $20?
Yeah, Rolex. Yeah.
Yeah, they have
Don't
those,
do that. Don't get your.
Why? He's not gonna know.
Don't buy a knockoff, because the knockoff was so early 2000. I used to rock a fake Rolex.
Yeah, but how? Your man's not gonna know.
Well, yeah, because he's gonna be like, where in the world did you get 10,000
Like,
ounces from?
I worked so hard.
Yeah.
I have a second job.
Lies.
I work in the middle of the night.
Hashtag fake news. Okay, next one. Some nice underwear. This is huge. This is huge. No, not for you. And you're right, because you know, if you're thinking it, guys do like girls in a nice thong and some booty shorts. But no, I'm talking about you buying your man some underwear.
For him.
For him.
Some guy underwear.
Yeah, some guys are, because you know us guys, we will wear the same holy, you know, like ran down underwear that we had for like 10 years, and for some reason we won't throw it away. And it's only got one strip. It looks like halfway like a thong or a jock strap.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah, I know, TMI. But you know, some nice underwear that fits nice to keep everything nice and compact when I'm moving, and it feels good against my skin.
You want some underwear?
Well, I take some nice underwear, you know, especially something that makes my glutes look really nice.
I know you pride yourself on those nice glutes.
Well, I got nice glutes.
I can find like some apple bottom underwear. Do they make underwear?
Well, apple bottom, that's for females, but
No, it's for bubble butts.
bubble.
So, wherever I gotta get it.
All right. Well, next one, and I saw this, and this one is pretty cool. I think this one would be if your man drinks, and now I don't drink, so obviously, you know, my baby girl won't buy that for me. But
He drinks lemonade.
yeah, I drink a lot of lemonade. But if you Google this, a gin making kit. So you give your man.
That's a cool idea.
Yeah,
That's a really cool idea.
I thought so. So he has the ability to make his own liquor. You know, it's his own gin. And
I think that's dope.
And I'm pretty sure there's different ways to vary it to his own liking and taste. So it's something that he could create. I think that'd be pretty awesome.
Yeah, that would be a really fun gift. So for you, you'd want a lemonade making kit. So basically, a pile of lemons.
Yeah. If you don't
and
know,
a bag of sugar.
I love lemonade.
And
okay.
Some ice? No, you don't like no ice.
Yeah, no ice. No ice.
So just a pile of lemons and a bag of sugar.
Yeah. Okay. Next one. Number 4. A portable Bluetooth record player. Now, if your man is an old soul, he loves old school. He's not all about these MP3 and, you know, and download and streaming. He likes some old school records. You know, you could go get him a Bluetooth portable record player, which is really cool because of the fact that he could be old school and new school. Because it's Bluetooth and there's a record player.
I like that.
And then get him some old school records. Get him some Marvin Gaye.
Yeah.
You know, some old school hip hop records, some Temptations. I think that's super dope. I would like that. I would like that. Just saying.
You want a record player?
I mean, I think that would be
after I
cool.
spent all that money on underwear. Now you're gonna tell me?
Yeah. Okay, last one. All right, ladies, y'all already know this one.
Here he goes. You guys can
listen, ladies. Okay, I know guys. Very personal. Why? Because I'm a guy. And you already know what your man wanted Valentine's Day. Don't front. But I need you to spice it up a little bit. Get a little sexy for him. You know, put on some makeup and do your hair up and, you know, buy yourself some sexy lingerie. And then
so I have to buy myself underwear and you underwear.
Well, listen.
You're gonna buy everyone underwear.
Listen,
underwear.
If you want to keep me. You know what I'm saying? Like I'm a prized possession. Yeah, you have to work for this. I'm just saying. Okay.
Okay, so it's National Underwear Day.
Okay. So let me finish my statement before I was really interrupted. Okay. So now you're looking good. You're looking nice. Take him to the bedroom and just say, baby, what do you want?
God.
What do you want? And let him tell you what he wants, and then you do it. That's what I'm saying. I mean, I can go a little bit more graphic than that, but I'm going to keep it PG. Just make your man happy. That's all I'm saying. Make your man happy. a little pleasure.
I already know what you want.
Yeah, you do? You know what I want?
Yeah, you want some sour cream ruffles.
Oh, you joking.
And a gallon of lemonade.
Out of your butt crack. Yeah, I'm a freak. Yeah.
You want me to let you win arguments for an entire day. That's what you want.
You know what? No, I don't want you to let me win. I mean, I won the argument.
To admit that I'm wrong.
Yeah, that'd be nice. Just admit that you're wrong. All right, so my top 5: a nice watch, some nice underwear, maybe a gin making kit or something a little different. Also, a portable Bluetooth record player, something from the old school, the old heads, and some booty. Boom, there it is. Your man is happy.
There you go.
Yeah.
All right. So I just get to pick one off that list, right?
I want all 5.
Because I know exactly what I'm getting you. It's the underwear.
Underwear.
Oh yeah. I'm going to get you like 100 pairs of underwear. I'm just going to shower you in them.
I probably need some new underwear. You know, I just read that what's the Amber Rose?
Mm-hmm.
She got a thing for sniffing her boyfriend, which is 21 Savage underwear. Do y'all girls do that? Do y'all sniff your man's underwear? Do y'all girls do that? Is that a thing?
That's not a thing.
That's not a thing?
I've never heard of that.
Because
if that's a thing, nobody told me.
I swore I caught you with my underwear the other day, and it made me think, like, what is she doing with my underwear? I'm just saying.
It's taking me everything not to vomit right now over this nice microphone. This probably cost a lot of money. Listen, babe. But I'm holding it back.
Babe, your secret is safe for me.
So I need you to...
Your secret is safe for me. I'm saying I clean myself, so my underwear probably smell like roses. So if you ever want to sniff my underwear, feel free to do it. Go ahead. You got my permission.
I don't want to do this anymore. I don't want to do this. I'm going to just bail on this whole podcast now.
Christy said it's not a thing.
It's not.
It's not a thing.
It's not. Nobody. I've never. No. Oh my gosh. I'm sorry, but all women are more classy than that.
Amber Rose do it, and she's like
she said that just to get attention.
She's
not sniffing anything.
Oh, maybe. Maybe she said it.
It would be so funny if, and she just like,
maybe she said it because she's the only one that's being real. I'm just saying.
No,
there's some secrets here.
No, she's
and my underwear always end up in a different place, and when I put it, I'm just saying.
Okay, so all of the votes are no, it's not a thing, and that's not just all of the women saying that it's not them. They're all saying none of their friends do it either. They've never heard of that before. That's not a thing. Not for women. Not for women.
Okay, all right. No, I drop it. I get it. Y'all women are sticking together, keeping your draw sniffing secret. All
right, thank you for sharing your list with us. So let's move on to the next segment. Awesome, that was fun. That was a lot of fun.
Thank you.
I'm not never asking you what you want again.
Yeah.
Never.
Can't wait to Christmas. Can't wait to my birthday. Father's Day.
Oh man. Oh. Okay, so those were some great gift ideas.
Thank you.
I would like to know what you ladies get your men. Of course, you probably don't want to post it right now. It's a secret.
But hold on. But yeah, if you have any ideas,
again, not a thing.
Everybody says.
I'm sorry, everybody's not a thing. Not a thing. Yeah, if you have any ideas, I'd love to hear what you ladies are doing for your men. I can't wait till Valentine's Day to see what everybody posts and what everybody's doing and how they're celebrating the ways that they love each other.
It's cool to share positive stuff. I know other people don't like to see because it may be a little jelly, but like it's cool to post, like positive stuff that you're doing with the person you love. I mean, you don't have to share all your personal information. You should keep some of the stuff a little secret, but
you should.
Yeah, but it's cool to share a little bit. Just show them something positive going on. Show some love.
Definitely. So I wanted to talk a little bit about the a strategy you can use to figure out what to get your partner, both men and women. And I want to talk about this concept called the love languages.
Love languages.
Have you ever heard of the love languages?
I mean, no. I mean, yes, I have. Yes, I have. Because you told me about it, but before you know. Yeah.
I was introduced to the love languages in a book called The Noticer. And in this book, it broke the love languages down to 4 different languages. There's also another book out that's called The 5 Love Languages. It's about the same. It's a little bit more elaborate. But I just want to go down each language here and touch on them. And so the idea here is we all speak different languages of love. And if you understand the language that your partner speaks, then you're able to show them that you love them in the way that they best receive it.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah, and that's pretty cool, because when it comes down to having a successful relationship, a lot of it comes down to just basic communication. You know,
It does.
just be able to talk to each
Definitely.
other.
A lot
share
of
your
times
feelings.
we show other people love the way that we feel it, but that's not always necessarily the way that they receive love. So the message is lost, which is a shame, because you can be telling someone you love them, but if they don't speak your language, it doesn't mean anything.
And we're not talking about someone who don't speak Spanish or French. Like, I don't know what you're saying, babe. You're talking Spanish.
It's the same idea, though.
Yeah,
because if you met someone who spoke a different language than you and they said something really nice to you in that language, it wouldn't mean anything. You wouldn't receive it. So you have to be able to speak the language and communicate.
Mm-hmm.
And knowing your own language that you speak will help. If you understand that and you can communicate that to your partner, then it'll help them understand you better and be able to convey their love to you, and you can convey your love to them, and it just makes for better communication and a deeper connection. So,
real quick, Christy mentioned something about doing something that's memorable. You should do something loving every day, which is true. But instead of the norm, something he or she, I guess, really wants and don't expect. Yes, always do something that could be a surprise. I think it's great idea for Valentine's Day.
Absolutely, do a surprise, something they really want, like a new refrigerator, but they didn't expect it.
A new refrigerator, babe. I got you this brand new vacuum for you to vacuum the floors. Thank you. I love you.
Well, honestly, if it's nice and it works really well and it saves me time, yeah, I would like a vacuum.
Okay, all right.
I mean, don't get me a vacuum, but I'm just. I mean, if you're not going to get me anything and you want to get me a vacuum, okay. But if you're going to give me something better, then do the better thing.
All right. So let's get back to those languages.
Okay. So, anyways, the 5 love languages, and just go down the list here. The first one is words of affirmation, and basically what that means is the spoken word that resonates with some people more than others, and that's people that need to hear that they're loved. They need to hear that I love you. They need to hear that they look good. They need to hear it's just that spoken word means everything to them. And you can tell which people the spoken word affects more by how they treat you. If it's someone who's always telling you how they feel, that's someone that word is powerful for them. When you get in an argument and you say something really mean, it crushes them and they can't get past it. The same way that the spoken word builds them up, it can also break them down. And I also wanted to mention, pretty much everyone is a combination of all of these languages, but there's usually one that is more dominant.
You know, and
than
like
the others.
and that's a very good one, because you may feel a certain way about a person. You may think your wife or your husband is beautiful, you know, is a great person, you love them, but you never say it, and you think in your mind, well, they know. They know. They know I love them.
Yeah.
You know, they know that I think she's beautiful.
Yeah, because you've been saying it for years.
Yeah. But for some reason, you don't say it, and now that person really don't know. That person really are questioning if you still love them, or if you still find them attractive. And because you don't say it, because they kind of speak the language of affirmation, right? I'm saying it right?
Yeah, positive affirmation.
Okay. So sometimes you have to realize and realize that and say it. Say you look beautiful.
And it never gets old. Yeah. For those people that need the spoken word, it never gets old. They need to hear it like for the rest of their life. The word is going to be powerful for them forever. The next one is quality time. And these are the scenarios where people just want to spend time with you. We should go do something. We don't ever do anything. And in quality time, not time watching television. It's more about quality connection and quality conversation. And that entails listening, asking questions, and even exposing yourself and giving something of quality to that person in this deep conversation. That's what makes them feel close to you.
So what would you consider quality time? Because like, if we sitting there watching TV and both of us on our phones and things like that, I mean, obviously that's not
totally distracted. Yeah, that wouldn't be quality time. It would be we're going to go to dinner and we're not going to touch our phones. We're going to have a conversation.
Okay.
And
so I have to actually talk to you?
You have to actually, not only do you have to talk to me, listening is a huge part of it. You have to listen to what I'm saying.
Oh, God.
Try to understand, ask questions. The person that needs quality time, it's huge to them to feel like they have that closeness with someone. And you have to give your time with them. Like, the time is the most valuable thing that we have in life.
Would you consider going to the movies quality time when like we both are looking at the movies and we're not actually engaging with each other?
I don't consider it quality time.
Okay.
I don't, because I feel like you're distracted.
Mm-hmm.
You know, I think quality time.
But what if we like making out in the back of the movie theaters and we getting super freaky and we and we doing some things that may get us locked up, but we don't care.
Things for quality time is like taking a walk.
I'm just saying.
You know, when you take a walk together and you have a conversation, you make a plan to do something weekly, you go on a date, you spend time together. I think from what I learned anyways with reading this book, the definition of quality time really had to do with truly connecting with that person. So if you don't have the opportunity to look into that person's eyes, ask them how they feel about stuff, ask them questions, try to understand who they are as a person and what their opinions are. And then a part of that is also sharing who you are, how you feel. Mm-hmm. And if you're someone who is not used to opening up like that, one thing I love about this book, The 5 Love Languages, it actually gives you like steps that you can take to learn to speak these languages, little things that you can practice in learning how to be aware of your feelings and also how to express them.
And this is a real question, and I know it may seem like I'm being a typical guy, but it's like sex quality time. Could I be like we sharing something, we being intimate? I'm looking in your eyes. Probably not doing a lot of talking. I don't know. We could be doing some talking,
I mean, sure, yeah. Okay, quality time can be whatever the two of you feel qualifies as quality time. That could be something
because it's my duty to please that booty.
Jeez. I'm
sorry.
Yeah, Nina's watching.
Okay.
Hi, Nina.
Great.
That's his daughter.
My daughter's watching.
Can you stop now? Jeez.
All right.
But yeah, sharing experiences, just sharing your life together in deep ways and connecting and having quality conversation. And even if it is going to the movies, like Naomi said, going to the movies, going to see Black Panther together, that's quality time for
Black Panther. What up?
And
power to the people.
I think that's awesome. If that, for both of you, satisfies your need for quality time, then, whatever works for both of you. But for some people where quality time is the most important language for them, that might not be enough. Going to a movie might not be enough because they might need to actually be able to express all their feelings to you and have you understand. One example that it also gave was a lot of times people will express a situation that they're going through, a conflict they have at work, and their partner will try to give them action steps to correct the problem. You should just do this. You should just do this. You should just say this. You should just whatever. Tells them what to do about how to fix it. And the person doesn't fix it because they're not really looking for advice. They're just looking to vent and open up and explain how they feel to someone and have someone just listen and tell them they understand how they felt. Like that's that kind of connection of
that's deep. That's deep.
That's what quality time would be.
Okay, so I think this right here is quality time for us. We definitely sharing a lot with each other and also sharing with the world, but the connection we're making with each other, I think it's a really good quality time.
Yeah, I think so.
Start a podcast with your man.
That's a great way to get some quality time.
Yeah,
for sure.
Yeah.
I agree.
Talk about sports and
something. Crime and sports.
Yeah.
It's my favorite podcast. Anyways, so the next love language I want to talk about is receiving gifts, and it really is the act of thinking of something that reminds you of the person that you care about. And this is perfect. We're talking about Valentine's Day. Not only giving people gifts when it's their birthday or when it's a holiday, but just all the time. The small act of picking out something they might like, or making something for them, or just whatever it is, some type of actual physical thing that you hand to the person. Yeah. Some kind of thoughtful gift. For some people, that's their language. If you never give them anything, then they feel unloved.
Yeah, and that should be done with a certain amount of like thought, right? So you're not just buying stuff just to buy it because you have money,
Mm-hmm.
but you're doing it because this gift really it shows your emotion towards that person.
Exactly.
And it reflects your love towards that person.
And
So,
one thing that the book also pointed out was that in all of these, in so many different cultures, gift giving is such a normal custom, and it shows respect, and it shows that you care about the person by presenting them with whatever the gift is. So for some people, that really means a lot to them if their partner gives them gifts on a regular basis.
Yeah, and you should also do this without thinking that you should get something back from it, like you're looking for some type of reward.
Yeah.
So yeah, I like that one.
And then the next one is acts of service, and this is basically doing stuff for me. And I'm sure you've known people, or maybe yourself have been someone who complains about, well, he says this and he says he loves me, but he never shows it. He doesn't help out around the house, or she never.
She don't cook.
She don't cook. Yes, exactly.
Yeah.
She never cooks for me.
I'm hungry now.
If she loved me, she would cook for me and make sure I'm taken care of and do things for me. She loved me, she would do my laundry.
She don't rub my feet.
She don't rub my feet. She don't do anything. She does nothing. Sits around doing nothing all day. And it's the acts of service. Some people care a lot more about action and just the little things than like the spoken word or gifts or what do you do for me? Are you gonna fix the sink like you said you would? If you fix stuff around the house, you're doing stuff for us all the time. That makes them feel loved. Yeah,
like for instance, was it last weekend when I did the dishes for you? You had a client, for a massage, and you had a lot of things going on, and I was like, you know what? Let me help out because you were trying to clean up and whatnot. And I'm gonna go do the dishes, and to me,
that's very sweet.
Yeah, and I don't never do the dishes. Even on my own home.
Like he'd never done them.
Yeah,
before.
My kids do the dishes, but
it's very entertaining.
Yeah, but I knew
my nice bowls.
Yeah, your time was ticking down. You had some things to accomplish, and you had to go to work. So I was like, well, I could do this, and so that'd be one thing you didn't have to do.
Yes, and I appreciate you helping out. I really appreciate you helping out.
Well, I appreciate you.
Completely use. That's great. So the last love language is the physical touch. And physical touch, it's huge. Loving, kind touch.
I think that's mine.
Some people need to be physically touched in order
I love to be touched.
You love attention.
In certain
Where's
places.
That one? Number 6 is massive attention. Some people need constant attention.
Hey, what are you talking about? You on the podcast too. Like, you want attention. I'm just saying, I like touching and being touched. Feels good.
Okay, so, and like I said, these are the 5 love languages. When voluntary and service are...
Reciprocal acts of service are important. That is true, Naomi.
Yeah, yes, that is true.
You do something and you do something back. It's nothing but love there.
So these are the 5 love languages that from the book, The 5 Love Languages. My first introduction to the love languages, like I said, was in the Noticer. And one thing I really liked about this book is he actually clumped 2 of them together. The giving gifts and acts of service were both under one category. And that's basically like somebody doing stuff for you. Whether it's giving you gifts or helping you out, helping you with your homework, or just actually doing stuff for you. So what I liked about this book, though, is that he breaks the 4 languages, or he compares them to different animals. And I really like the comparison, so I'm going to share that with you.
I'm a lion, and other people are sheep.
He's a lion, you guys.
And when a lion sees a sheep, he gets hungry.
You're a grizzly bear. Do grizzly bears eat sheep? No.
What are you talking about?
They eat honey,
I'm a
and
lion.
They sleep and snore really loud.
Go ahead.
They rub up against trees because their back itches. Anyways, so for the words of affirmations, the animal that associates with is the puppy dog. Because, as with the dog, the thing that makes or breaks a dog is your word, the way you speak to them, the tone you speak in. They need to hear praise all the time. You tell them, good boy, or yell at them and scold them. Their head drops and they get super sad.
I want a dog.
It's all about words. So puppy dog is the spoken word. Quality time is the canary bird. And so the canary doesn't care if you talk to it. The canary just wants someone to sit outside its cage and listen to its song. That's what a canary wants from you. And that's basically the person that wants quality time. They just want somebody to sit and listen to them and understand them and connect with them. So that's the quality time. And then the receiving gifts along with the acts of service, that would be the goldfish.
Okay.
Because with the goldfish, you don't need to talk to it. You don't pet it. You don't... it doesn't care who's sitting outside its bowl. It just needs you to do stuff for it. It needs you to change its water, give it little castles to play with, feed it. It's all about what you do for it to make it happy. And then the physical touch is the cat. Because cats don't give a damn what you're saying to them.
I like touching a pussy cat.
What you do for them. They just want to be touched.
That's what it's called, right? The pussycat. The pussycat loves to be touched.
Yeah. So, anyways,
right.
So then the cat is all about physical touch, and that's how they express their love as they come up and rub up against your leg, or they might just want to be petted, but that's about it.
So, what language do you speak? And what language do you think I speak?
I actually think I know what language you speak.
You okay? You think
curious.
You know me? You think I'm that transparent? You can figure it out?
Yes.
Okay.
Absolutely.
Okay.
Yes, absolutely. I think I know.
I'm like a puzzle. I'm very hard to figure out. I'm like an enigma.
Honestly, I would really like you to read one of the books, or at least listen to, even like just the noticer. That part it's pretty small. It's pretty short. It's like a 10-minute
I'll do that.
Just so you can kind of get a more in-depth explanation of what each language is, so that you yourself can kind of let me know what you think you are. But just off of what I've shared, which language do you think you speak?
I definitely like the touch.
Again, I think everyone is a combination of all of them.
Yeah.
So which one stands out the most?
The most?
Yeah. And let me give you a little bit of guidance on how you can figure out which language you speak. And this practice helped me. So think about the times that you felt loved, when you truly felt somebody loved you. Think about what was it that they did and why you felt loved. And then you also think about people that you've loved and what you did for them. What were the most loving things that you did for them?
I'm going to tell you.
And that might help.
Okay, I'm going to say acts of service. And the reason why I pick acts of service is that when somebody goes above and beyond and do something, like physically, I don't know. I think sometimes it's easy to say words. I love you, you look good. I think there's, even when you don't believe it. And I think it's a little bit easier when you go out and buy somebody a gift. You got money in your pocket, you go on Amazon.com and order something, boom. Okay? And I'm not trying to make those things seem very trivial, but I do think you could do that and not actually have a lot of affection for that person. But when you go out and do something like, for instance, when you went out and got me the portrait of when I fought my retirement fight, and granted, it was a gift, but it was the act that you did to go out, find an artist, pick out the pictures, coordinate the whole thing. That whole act, when I got that, is probably one of the best gifts that I ever received. The same thing they said my daughter Malaysia, for her birthday. Oh, it was birthday or Christmas. I can't remember. It could have been Father's Day. But she got me a hat, a fitted cap, where it said Victory MMA, Chocolate Thunder, Hardwork Dedication. And then, once again, it's a gift. But she had to go out and figure out, what to get. And then she had to put like the words and sayings that kind of like have her things that is very powerful for me. And for her to go through all that and to make it happen, I think it was so beautiful. Or better yet, or when I come home and I'm totally not come home. Like, this is not my home, but it's it's like my home. Yeah. But I'm sore. I'm beaten up. I'm hurting, and you like, baby, lay down. Let me massage you. And that's after maybe a day you've been massaging, plenty of other people, so you tired too. Mm-hmm. But you put that work in to make me feel better, and you do it without me asking almost all the time. And I don't know, that makes me feel loved. Is that what you want to say, or guess for me?
No, not at all. But I'm glad.
Yeah.
I'm glad you answered that question for me, because I was curious. That's really interesting and good to know. I think it's really important that everyone understand what their main love language is and be able to express that with their partner, because that really can help you at times like this when it comes to Valentine's Day. It can help you every day, but
I also want to give another shout out for another person. I definitely don't give enough credit to, and it's my mother. She does it a lot too. She does the same thing, and it makes me like we could have multiple arguments because we are two very opinionated people. Mm-hmm. But she would cook dinner, and she would go above and beyond, find some recipe, cook dinner. I'm not at home because I'm at work, training, teaching, whatever, and she would make my plate, put it in the microwave. Like, if I'm leaving and I have to take the plate with me, she would make sure I have a drink. She would make sure I have a snack to go with it.
I do that for Kevin too.
Yeah, like, she would go above and beyond to make sure that I'm taken care of. And that motherly love, you just can never buy. You can't say. You just do it. So shout out to my mother.
That's really sweet.
Yeah.
You're a good mom. Yeah, you're always coming up with these delicious meals.
I'm gonna tell you what I think your language of love is. Love language is.
Do you want me to tell you what I think yours is?
Oh, yeah. You tell me. Yeah.
Because I guess I'm wrong.
Yeah.
But I think it's a big part of you.
What?
I think you're a puppy dog.
Oh, what's
That's the spoken word.
Spoken word. Okay.
It is. I think the words of affirmation and encouragement. I think those are big for you.
It is. But I love hearing positive things for sure. Mm-hmm. I just think sometimes people say it, especially when you hear it a lot, it kind of loses its meaning. But I think any act that you do that requires some effort, mm-hmm. I just think nothing goes above and beyond that.
Yeah.
That's
good to know.
But I'm gonna take a wild guess on your love language. I think what is it? Touch? What is it called?
It's not really fair though for
Why?
you to guess,
Why?
because I've already told you.
No, you did not.
What mine was.
I have bad memory.
Yeah.
I get punched in the head for a living, so I forget these things.
He knows what mine is. He's known for a long time.
Oh my God.
Okay, go ahead.
First and foremost, am I right? Am I right?
Yes, you're right.
Okay, the reason why I said that. Yeah, the reason why I said that is because you always do. You love to be touched. Like, we could be sitting down, you want to hold my hand, and I'll give you my hand back. You like to hold me. When we driving, you grab my hand. You're like, you always rubbing my shoulders, and like right now, you touching my leg. Like, even before I leave to go to work, you kind of want to cuddle sometimes. Like, you love the affection of.
Yeah, I gotta be touched. The physical touch, and I respect people's boundaries. There are a lot of my friends who don't like being touched. I don't force myself on anybody, but those people who also like being very physical and like to hug or like to lean on each other or whatever, those people make my heart just a little bit happier. And just that physical contact, I have to have that.
Yeah, I mean, it's funny because for a while, beginning out, like it was, I wasn't used to it. I'm not used to like driving and you holding my hand. Like I was like, give my hand back, But I became used to it.
Me too.
Yeah, it's a thing.
If you walk into a room, if I'm cooking and you walk into the kitchen and come get some lemonade and then leave and you don't touch me and that whole thing, I feel like you don't love me.
You're like
I feel like you must be mad at me.
You almost always meet me at the door.
Attracted to you. I know.
Yeah, I have to give you a kiss. I have to give you a hug.
That's one thing I learned as a cat, and anyone else who might be a cat as well. Sometimes you just gotta let your partner know what you need, and then you just have to initiate it, because there have been times, especially like in previous relationships, where I thought that was a normal thing, mm-hmm. and when the guy that I was with didn't initiate, giving me a kiss every time he saw me or giving me a hug every time he saw me, I would feel unloved, and then I'd be hurt and I would be resentful. And I learned that now he might not come kiss me every time he sees me, but it's not because he doesn't love me, it's just not how he is. But he's not going to mind if I do it.
Yeah.
We talked about this. And if that's what I need to feel loved, then I just need to initiate it. So, I always will just run up to him and be like, hey, your hair. You need a hug.
Well, you have helped me learn to be more conscious of that because I can see how I'm coming home from a long day of training and work and whatever. I just want to lay down. I don't even care about life in itself. But now I do try to make the conscious effort to give you that type of affection. Like I know, like sometimes I come in the house, you may not be at the front door in the kitchen. You could be upstairs and downstairs, and I'm doing something. I say to myself, I need to go say hi to her. I need to go give her a kiss and give her a hug. And
or finish.
It's not a big thing. Like I can do that. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like it's all good.
Yeah. So I think that's what's so important about knowing the love languages and understanding them, understanding how to identify them, and maybe even sharing it with your partner, sharing the book or sharing the concept, and kind of having a conversation and seeing where the other person stands. And in doing that, you can learn which things that you need to make a priority. And we can all make time to make these little things a priority to let the person that we're with know that we love them. Mm-hmm. But if you take the time to understand what those things are, then you're not going to be wasting effort telling your woman that you love her all the time when the spoken word does nothing for her. When she's the type of person that needed you to just pick a wild flower in on the way in and hand that to her and be like, hey, saw this and thought of you, whatever.
Babe, I'm going to admit you did some good research. You wrote that up very well, spoke about it very well. Hopefully people that's watching, they receive some good information, they understand it, because I think the information you gave out is so critical for having good communication within your relationship. Mm-hmm. And even stuff that you have taught me and showed me, and I have to read the book or listen to the book if it's an audio, but it has opened up my mind, because I never thought about things in that way, to be able to speak somebody else's language so I can convey my thoughts and feelings a lot better. It's I appreciate it. Thank you.
And I'm easy. You just have to hold my hands.
Yeah.
That's all I need.
All right. So
I just real quick just want to say, for those of you watching, I would love to hear which animal you identify with. We had some really good comments about the love languages on this podcast tonight. And when we're done, I'm going to go back through here on Facebook and kind of answer some of these questions. But for those of you that are still watching, please share which animal you identify with.
What is your love language?
The words of affirmation, the puppy dog, quality time, which is the canary bird, acts of service or gift giving, which is the goldfish, and the physical touch, which is the cat. So just really curious to see what everybody has to say. Also, these love languages aren't just for your romantic relationship. These are for everybody in your life, your friends, your family. Once you learn how the people that you care about, how they receive love, you can communicate with all of them so much better. Every single person.
All right.
So.
Well, thank you. Well, we're going to switch gears a little bit. I'm just going to make a quick little note, okay? For the people out there, on Valentine's Day, we have side chick day or side dude day, okay? And here's what that means, okay? I can't remember if it's the day before Valentine's Day or the day after. It's not my thing. I don't have a side.
Oh, it's not your thing?
Yeah, I don't have a side anything.
You don't know if you're taking someone out on Tuesday or on Thursday?
All I'm saying is, if your man or woman is not going to spend Valentine's Day with you and trying to plan the day before, the day after, you may want to question some things. Now, I get it. Situation happens. Maybe the person is not here. Maybe the person don't get paid until the weekend. Like, I get that. Excuses. Yeah, I get that.
Maybe the person has to take their wife out.
Valentine's Day. Yeah, I'm just saying, if your man, and I don't want to say just men, because I'm not going to vilify men. Okay, that's been done enough in the media.
Oh my goodness. Women don't have side dude day.
Yes, well, yeah, they do. Yeah, they do. Trust me. Yeah. Okay, I'm not even going to say why I know, but yeah, they do. Yeah. Anyways, if your man or woman is not spending Valentine's Day with you, okay, then you may want to look at some things. Just look at some things. That's all I'm saying.
Okay, but what if you get taken out on the 13th and you get taken to Cowboy Star, which is the nicest restaurant in town?
Interesting. And
you're given a diamond necklace, bracelet, earrings.
It doesn't matter what the gift. No.
And
it just means your man got money.
mean, yeah, okay, but I mean,
why couldn't he do that?
But
I'm saying, oh yeah, right.
That's not too bad for a side chick. I'm just saying. I mean, if he's taking you out to, like Del Taco on the 13th, and
why can't he not take you out
of aluminum foil? Then that's like.
So, like I said,
you're not benefiting.
I'm going to be politically correct.
If you're going to be a side chick, be a profitable side chick.
Jesus.
I'm just saying.
What are you saying?
I'm saying if you're going to be a side chick,
listen.
Have something to show for it.
Women and men, okay, don't be a side anything. You are worth more than that. You deserve more. Okay, I don't care what this man or woman is buying you.
No, I'm sorry. Okay. I've been alone for every Valentine's Day for the last 10 years. Okay. I wish someone would have taken me to get a nice meal and thrown a bunch of diamonds and flowers at me. That would have been okay. I would have been okay.
No. Okay. We talking about valuing yourself. Listen, if you can't take me out on Valentine's Day,
diamonds.
If you cannot take me out on Valentine's Day, you better have a damn good explanation. What is going on? Okay. Because everybody else is going out on Valentine's Day, but for some reason you want to go out on the 13th or the 5th or the 6th or the 14th or the 16th or the 13th or the 15th. Hey. What's up?
Will you be my Valentine?
Yeah, but can we go out on the 13th?
Am I gonna get diamonds?
Diamonds?
Yes.
Yes, you can get diamonds. Just to go check it. I'm just saying. Okay, all right, so that's it. Last thing I want to talk about, 2 weeks ago, I did a workout challenge. I posted, I wanted somebody to give me a workout that I thought would be interesting. And if you did so, you will win a free protein tub from Muscle Farm, from the All Natural line. And the person I wanted is Brianna. She gave me this long, elaborate workout.
I was going to do a drum roll. Congratulations, Brianna.
Okay. Brianna, you won.
Woo! Yay!
It was really cool. I actually had some other submissions. I had some crazy attempts, but some other people kind of hooked up some decent workouts. But her workout to me was, if I could break it down, it was 5 circuits. Each circuit you do for 5 minutes. And you try to see how many reps, how many rounds can you do within the 5 minutes. Mm-hmm. So like if it's a core one, let's say sit-ups, leg-ups, and I don't know, crunches. You do 10, 10, 10, mm-hmm. and you keep doing it for 5 minutes to see how many reps you can do. Now, if you need to take a rest, you can take a rest, but the goal is to max out. And then you can always come back and try it again and say, okay, last time I did 10 rounds.
Yeah.
This time I did 11 rounds. I improved.
Nice.
And she got one for like upper body, lower body, core, whatever the case may be. So it was a really cool workout that I'm going to do tomorrow. I'm going to do a video, and I'm going to give you another shout out.
That's going to be fun.
And she's actually a member of the gym. So, Brianna, if you're watching it, just come and get your protein. Thank you for the submission.
Congratulations, Brianna.
Yeah, hard work, dedication.
Brianna, her boyfriend's Eric.
Yeah.
She's Bree, right? And he's Z, right? So they're Breezy.
Oh, Jesus.
That's their name now.
Who said that?
I made it up. You call them Breezy now.
Breezy.
Yeah.
Oh, my God.
Isn't that cute?
So, Brianna, Zarek, y'all now name's going to be Breezy.
You guys are Breezy.
Breezy.
Isn't that cute?
Yeah, that's kind of corny, but it's her thing. Is that
was clever.
Is that it? Did we touch everything?
We touched everything.
Oh, man, that's the part of this.
And more than I wanted to touch.
Yeah, well, I need you to
everything and then some.
Well, I need you to touch a little bit more. You know what I'm talking about.
You over-touched.
You know what I'm talking about.
You're at your max.
Get a little freaky. All right.
Goodness.
All right, guys.
Thank you, everybody, for watching. Again, share your thoughts about the love languages. Which one you feel like which animal embodies you the most, and share some ideas about Valentine's Day. We want to hear how you guys are sharing the love and spreading love out there.
Yeah.
And speaking of sharing and spreading love and liking stuff, please go to our YouTube page, Hardwork, Bad Decisions Podcast, and like our video, subscribe.
Like the video.
It.
Yeah, always. Thank you guys for the support. We're going to continue to keep doing this. It's going to get better. If you have a topic, is something you would like us to talk about, and nothing is too taboo, maybe. But,
we'll find a way to make it
Yeah, kick it our way. Well, she wrote. I have to agree with Gilbert on this one. There should be no side anything. Thank you, Passion.
Okay, ladies, I've never been a side. I would never be a side chick.
You almost told on yourself.
Like, wait a minute.
Yeah. I mean, I've been a side dude before. No, I tell you what. Hold on.
When I was, it was not like a nice side thing. It was just drama, and it was just a mess. So
well,
I honestly, I don't promote side anything.
I think side chicks have a harsher job than a side dude. I've been a side dude, and it was like, I don't have to deal with the drama, but I have the benefits. But I understand. But when I realized that I'm worth more, that's when I decided I don't want to be a side anything. Yeah. And I want to be the main thing and the only thing, So
that's why I haven't had a Valentine in over 10 years.
Yeah. Well, you got one. So and basically, what you was doing was just waiting for the perfect one to come into your life.
That's honestly, you guys. I don't know how I got so lucky. Yes. Yeah. Hard work, dedication.
All right, Brianna, you won. Thank you for the workout. Let's call it a day so I can go eat. Guys, thank you for watching another episode of Hard Work, Bad Decisions, the good, the bad, the ugly. Let's talk about it.
We'll see you next time.
All right, guys.